And we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action. And now the time has come. All the talk.
Remember, double up in the jab.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power is not there.
Great hook to the head that time. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Now he goes to the gut with a right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Irons on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Scores up top with a left. The Brown Bombers well off the mark that time. Halfway through round number one. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. Nailed by a huge hook. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later. And something you got to start early and stay with.
Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Mike Tyson's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. The Brown Bombers stunned by a big shot. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. Tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Well, I like the way he went to the body with that hook. Blocks the headshot. Tyson's right hand scores well. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. That's a big right hand. There it is! Mike Tyson is on his pants. Iron Mike's got to get back up. So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights.
Let it go! Cover up! Cover up!
Nice block by Mike Tyson. Teddy, we hear a lot of people talking about where are the next great fighters coming from. In your eyes, I mean, you're around gyms all over the country, all over the world. Where are they coming from?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you where they're not coming from. They're not coming from football anymore. In the old days, the big guys, instead of going on the football field, somebody would look to make them into the next heavyweight champ. But now they're going to college, they're going to places where they find it a little bit of an easier travel, and we're losing a lot of those athletes.
That's a nice right hand that time by Mike Tyson. The Brown Bombers doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Digging in with a left to the gut. Step to the side and then lands the counter.
Yeah, disappear on him, and then all of a sudden appear on him.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. The Brown Bombers' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And we come to the end of round number 2. The Brown Bombers gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
Mike Tyson's doing exactly what you would expect him to do after being knocked down earlier. Now he's clinching.
Yeah, he's doing a nice imitation of an octopus. And you know what? If I was in his shoes, I'd be doing the same thing.
He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Oh, what a turn of a piece. Oh, knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Keep moving. Work the body, kid. Body shot.
What were the first lessons, Teddy, that you taught a young Mike Tyson?
Well, we understood that he had great physical ability, really fast, really powerful, but he was raw, he was untaught. We wanted to teach him how to use that physical ability, give him an identity, a style that would really suit him, and also emotionally, how to be stronger. He was strong physically, but emotionally, that was not there yet.
Halfway through this round. And he's holding.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Tyson's punch didn't come close.
Uppercut. Left and
Back
right,
and
left
forth
and right.
exchange.
Uppercut. He's tired.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. The Brown Bombers' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him.
He's tired. Punch. Punch.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Good defensive skill. Tyson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Nice.
3 minutes gone by in this round. Round number 4 underway. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Tyson's up 2-1. Teddy hasn't necessarily distinguished himself in any one area other than he's been a little more active.
Yeah, he has been more active. The only thing that I worry about as a trainer, I would be concerned he has to work harder than the other guy to get things done. Does that hurt him down the road?
Keep moving, keep moving.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Unload!
The Brown Bombers coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round.
1-2.
How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
Teddy, is it raw skill? Is it technique? What's the answer for him? Why is he missing so many punches and tiring himself out here?
It's forgetting about the idea that it's not enough.
Tyson's absorbing a left hand. Big shot. What a hook to the body, and he is down and in bad shape. Tyson's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now.
Back to the body.
What is the formula for potentially defeating a prime Mike Tyson?
Stand up to him. Same formula when you were a kid and you were in the schoolyard with that bully. When he goes after you, don't run away from him. Stand right up to him. Do not submit. He cannot deal with resistance. He cannot deal with somebody saying, okay, I'm going to actually make you fight.
Ten seconds to go in the fourth. Nice block by Mike Tyson. We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing, because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Good way to protect the midsection.
Uppercut.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Hook. Hook. Let's see some more head movement.
That's it. That's one.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Fix it up, fix it up. Pace yourself.
Come on, people.
Reaching the halfway mark of this
Pace
round.
yourself.
Well off the mark by Mike Tyson.
Relax, relax. You're not focused.
Tyson's punch is far off the target. A headshot blocked. Tyson's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Body shot, body shot.
Ten seconds to go in this round. End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even. And I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
And he just holds on there.
Unload, unload, more punches.
The Brown Bombers' defense is paying off now. Great job of protecting himself. He's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Focus. Left and right, left and right. Punch! Punch!
Halfway through round 6.
Doing great.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Keep moving, keep moving.
The Brown Bombers making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you. He understands that.
Pace yourself. Watch that.
Tyson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Pace yourself. Watch the hook.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. And round 6 comes to an end.
Don't stand in front of it.
The Brown Bombers gathering
Nice.
himself
This is
right
good.
now in the corner.
We have this
And
one.
his trainer is really doing him a good service in reminding him, yes, to this point, the later stages of this fight, you're in control. but still, go out and do everything we talked about in training camp. Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Relax, relax.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Mike Tyson's got to be careful here, Teddy, because he can't stay like this. Yes, he's throwing punches, but not being effective at all.
No, he's not. He's not landing. And that's bad for the scorecards, but as he continues doing this, it's going to be bad for his chin because he's going to start now getting counted. As time goes by, the more he misses, now his opponent's going to start doing the other part. He's going to come back and take advantage of those misses.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Nice, nice. Unload, unload, more punches. Stay away from those. Focus. Keep working the body.
Not able to land the headshot.
Right, let it go, go.
A little head hunting with the right. The Brown Bombers showing that he has an understanding about balance, about angles, about footwork. What does his opponent need to understand to deal with it?
Well, he has to figure out a way to take the air out of those tires. Give him a couple flats. That's what he's got to do. And there's no better way to give a guy a flat than to go to that body.
Back him up and use your face.
Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's right. Pick his jab.
You know, they call them the championship rounds for a reason, and we're not quite there yet. Just about halfway through this fight. Here, round number 8 underway, and he's up on your scorecard, Teddy, but the toughest test is yet to come.
Yeah, it's kind of like a doctor. You know, he's been working the rounds all day long, but now it becomes the night time. You know, the emergencies cases are going to come in and stuff. Can he keep that concentration? Can he take care of the patients at the same level he did earlier in the day?
Side to side. Move your head.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. parries that punch away.
You need to keep the head moving.
The halfway point of round number 8. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Nice. You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
The Brown Bombers' defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Hook! Hook!
Final 10 seconds. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That it wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Cover up! Cover up! Go hit him! Watch the hook! Keep your hands up!
Blocks away that headshot. Able to cover up that gut. "90 seconds into the 9th round. Now hugging on the inside. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Teddy, explain this to me. And yet another big shot comes in. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
Mike Tyson's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Mike Tyson's power makes it a knockout.
reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.